21 days, more than 7,000 kilometers. The most ancient desert, Namib, the highest dune in the world. The largest waterfall, Victoria. The second largest canyon, the Fish River. One of the most numerous colonies of fur seals. The one and only forest of quivering trees on the planet, the most beautiful tribe of Africa, Himba, and an uncountable number of wild animals and birds in their natural habitats. Namibia. There is no other country on the whole African continent as welcoming and safe as Namibia. Since ancient times, it has been a homeland to the Bushmen, Nama, Damar, and other tribes for thousands of years. However, at the end of the 19th century, they were replaced by Europeans. The colonizers were attracted by the local diamond mines. For about 100 years, the natives tried to win back their lands, but Namibia won back its independence only in 1990. When traveling through cities and semi-desert expanses of the country, everywhere we see the trace of the Germans, starting with the fact that a fifth of the population are descendants of the colonialists, ending with stylish European architecture. Even though the main traffic arteries deserve special praise for their unexpectedly excellent coverage, to explore all the hinterlands in the capital of Namibia, the town of Windhoek, we rent SUVs. Living the bustle of civilization, we open our hearts to the unbelievable landscapes, richest wildlife and unique tribes with their secrets. The first wild animals in our expedition are oryxes. These are the same saber-horned antelopes with a combat color that are portrayed on the coat of arms of Namibia. They are found almost everywhere, mostly calm, shy animals. They, however, can easily threaten intrusive tourists with their horns. The first wild location in our expedition, forest of quivering trees. We get here at sunset. Perhaps the sun drowning in the horizon is the main attraction of Namibia. Yellow hot sun rays shimmer on stones, about 300 tree-like plants rise complementing the landscape. In fact, this is not a tree, but a succulent. The Bushmen called it cockaboo, or their quiver tree, because they used hollowed branches as quivers for arrows and carrying food. In phytology, it's called Aloe dichotomos. Yes, this is the eldest relative of the very one that grows on your windowsill, with one remark that aloe vera is a baby, and these are its elder brothers, 7 to 9 meters high, which have been stretching to the sky for 200 or 300 years. By the way, do not try to climb the quiver tree. Its trunk is soft and hollow. It cannot withstand anyone heavier than the local tenants, motley and voiced parrots and weavers. To the north of the aloe forest, we arrive to a dizzying landmark of Africa, well known all over the world, the Fish River Canyon. The second largest one after the American Grand Canyon. At a depth of 500 meters, scarce ponds are barely visible. Half a century ago, a rapid stream of the longest river of Namibia flowed here, but the Harbour Dam blocked its path. Most tourists enjoy the canyon panorama from equipped viewing platforms. Some daredevils go hiking along the bottom, the length of which is about 160 kilometers. Let's move further north. In front of us, the oldest desert on Earth appears, Namib. In front of us, The oldest desert on Earth appears Namib. The name was given by the Nama tribe. In their language it means a place where nothing. But this is only at first glance. This place has a story of 80 million years. The desert formed back in the days of dinosaurs. This place has such animals and plants that you will not find anywhere else in the world. This place has art, unique shapes, lines, bands and bright colors that turn crimson due to iron oxides. This place even has its own treasures: diamonds, tungsten and uranium ores. We are in the heart of Namib. This place also has a heart. The clay plateau of Sossusvlei, with a ridge of tall dunes of quartz sands, which occupied about 100,000 square kilometers. Among them stands out the highest, Dune 7, almost 400 meters. The most visited one is Dune 45. Meanwhile, the air temperature warms up from the night 5 degrees of heat to noon 40. This place has its own cemetery, a small spot of withered salt lake. Black trunks of dead camel acacia stick out from the ground. About 700 years ago, sands blocked the inflow of life-giving moisture from the Tauchab River to the lake, and the green oasis turned into Dead Valley, the Death Valley. It is hard to believe that this is still our planet, Earth. This place also has an ocean. The dunes adjoin the Atlantic for almost 2,000 kilometers. It is the edge of two forces of nature. Next stop is Sandwich Harbour. We are extremely lucky to have a rare opportunity to drive along the ocean. The soft trails appears only for a few hours a day and disappears with the tide. We made it, although stuck for a little bit. Where there is water, there is life. On the only rocky stretch of the Namibian coast, there is a small port town, Lüderitz. It is believed that it is the city where the process of colonization of Namibia began, when Adolf Lüderitz, a tobacco merchant from Germany, bought land and founded a trading post. But we arrived for another reason: to shift from cars to catamarans and go see fur seals and penguins. Cold-loving animals mustered the islands in the area of the Cold Bengal Current. These are spectacled or African penguins, the species is listed in the Red Book. The northern part of Namibia is the homeland of the Himba tribe. Their senior people live up to 100 years old. Their men build huts made of wood, mud and manure. Their children know what lollipops, pencils and rubber balls are, thanks to the tourists. Their girls are considered the most beautiful on the continent. They practically don't wear clothes, but love jewelry and form intricate hairstyles with the help of a clay mixture. Himba do not wash, but their skin is soft, smooth and smells good. Their secret is a mixture of ochre, fat, ash and aromatic resin of the Umuzumba shrub. People use this paste to rub their skin, protecting themselves from bacteria, parasites and the sun. It would be nice to stay here for some time, but the road is calling. Cheetah, the fastest mammal. In a matter of seconds, it can reach speeds of up to 100 km per hour. We met it face to face. No matter how hard we wanted to scratch the big cat behind the ear, no one dared to get out of the car. But the dream came true later, at the Ajitotongwa farm. Its owner, Nick, used to hunt cheetahs for more than 20 years, but then radically changed his views. He bought part of the land in the African savanna and began to restore the population of predators. Several times a week, he goes on his truck to the savanna to feed up the birds with some meat. This adventure is open for tourists. On his personal ranch, there are some domesticated cheetahs growing up next to Nick's children. Healed from injuries and illnesses, these animals live peacefully as a part of the family, purring loudly and licking gas with their rough tongue. Here are some other cute and fluffy ones, marine seals. Their favorite rockery is Cape Cross Seal Reserve. About 100,000 animals gather here. They do not purr at all, but growl and grunt. It is hard to cuddle them. They just run away and can also bite. Even approaching them is not the best idea because of a very unpleasant smell, unfriendly mood and impressive dimensions. Anyway, watching and taking pictures of them is welcome. We move to another authentic location, the largest national park in Namibia, Etosha. There are elephants, giraffes, cheetahs, hyenas, zebras, leopards, wild beasts, oryx, kudu, lions, rhinoceroses, jackals, bustards, eagles, flamingos. There are more than 100 species of mammals and reptiles, 340 species of birds, 16 species of amphibians heavenly living in the park. How to find them all on the territory of 20,000 kilometers. Watering hole, especially for tourists and photographers, equipped with an observation deck. is coming to an end. We leave Namibia and go to the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe to our farewell salute, Victoria Falls, one of the largest on the planet. Water consumption per second up to 14,000 cubic meters, which overcome the height of about 40-story skyscraper. This incredible power of falling water is best seen from height. We viewed it from a helicopter, but the best felt from the bottom. Rafting on the Zambezi River begins where giant jets land and stormy stream rush past numerous rapids. After hot vicious wastelands, this is not just a sip of fresh water, but also an invigorating cocktail of emotions. The sun drowning in the horizon is the main attraction of Namibia. We contemplate the lost African sunset before our departure and leave the continent. But dawn follows each sunset.